Greetings. Today I want to encourage you to be in charge of your emotions. And the reason for that is because emotion is energy in motion. And everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. Now, when you understand that, you realize that there's a science of alchemy whereby you can create your reality consciously. So if you understand that thoughts become things, and that everything that is happening in your outer environment is of a result of what is taking place in your inner environment, then you would realize that you have an inner ecology. And your inner ecology is mirroring in your outer reality. So be more observant with nature. And you will realize in nature, whatsoever you sow, that is what you will reap. Now, everything that you're reaping in your life is as a result of the choices you make. And you cannot make a conscious decision unless it was first a thought, or first an idea, or first imagined. Which means that we are living in a mental universe. Everything is mental, everything is psychological. So your greatest possession, your greatest resource is your mind. And your emotion have to do with your feeling. And the way you feel is a very powerful vibration. Because life itself is a vibration, and that vibration is energy, and it moves on certain frequency. And so you're more in touch with the ether, which is the outer realm or the outer field, an invisible field. You're more in touch with it based on how you feel. And that is why the Bible tells you that my word will not return unto me void, but must accomplish that which I send it to, and prosper anything whereto I send it. So whenever you send out a strong vibration, it is when you get into a certain feeling. When you get very emotional about something, that's when you're actually setting it in motion. And that is why many people have been getting certain results in their life, and they've been producing certain personalities without knowing that they are the cause of what is taking place in their life. And that's why I'm saying to you, when you take charge of your emotions, you would realize that you have the power to build the ideal life that you so desire on this planet. So the more you learn about your mind and how your mind works, is the more you'll be in control of what is taking place in your life. And so the more you learn would be the more you earn, because you now start to use your emotion wisely. You start to use your feelings in a more positive and creative way to give you the things that you desire in this world. So my brother, my sisters, do not give your emotions away to the games. And the reason why I'm mentioning the games, I was just walking through the city and I see men was jumping and shouting and carrying on because they into the World Cup mood. They in the World Cup soccer matrix, and they're giving away all the energy to the games and fail to realize that while they're giving their energy away to the games, these men on the field are actually in their purpose, doing the things that they love to do and making millions from doing it. And so, my brother, my sister, what am I really saying to you? I'm saying to you that you have to learn to strike a balance. You have to spend your time more wisely. You have to know the things that are most important. And so sometimes you have to sacrifice certain things so that you'll be able to have certain things or be able to afford certain things in this life. So everything comes by sacrifice. Everything has a price, because these players that they are looking at on the playing field, they have to pay a price to reach that level, that professional level. And when you look at the game and you see those semicircles and those circles and those lines, and you understand the game, it's a whole ritual that is going on right there. And many people are part of the game and into the rituals. And sometimes these are the same people who are superstitious and religious and try to tell you things about the world when they do not even understand how the world really works, and they do not understand the game of life and how to play the game of life. So I'm just mentioning these things to help you to understand how to play the game of life. I'm not saying that these things should be forbidden from you or you shouldn't partake, but you have to have control over your emotions. Don't give your emotion away to the news. Don't give your emotion away to movies and the games and so on. That's what basically I'm saying. Be in control of your emotions and use your emotions to live the best version of your life here on this planet. Become emotional of you imagining yourself making more than $100,000 a year or making $1 million or more per year. Become excited about those things. Become excited that you come to know that you are the cause of everything in your life. Become excited that you understand energy, vibration, and frequency. Become excited that you know that the key to life is within you. Become excited that you realize that you are the Lord and Master of your destiny and that you can create your reality consciously. Rejoice and be emotional that you come to know that money is energy and that you are a mass of energy and that you are the real currency and your real economy is inwardly. Rejoice over these things and become more emotional involved when you understand these things, because it doesn't matter how much knowledge you get or how much information you obtain from the internet, unless you make these things practical in your life and become a doer and not just a hearer, it would never be wisdom until it's been applied in your life. So my brother, my sister, I'm just sharing these words of wisdom to help you, because I remember back in the days when I was much younger and ignorant, when I used to get caught up in the games also, when I used to spend so much time, hours after hours, watching cricket, West Indies and England, West Indies and Australia and Sri Lanka and Pakistan and so on. And even with World Cup soccer, okay, I used to watch so much World Cup soccer back in the day. Now I come to realize that as you grow and you become older, you have to become wiser, because these men that I'm describing who was jumping and shouting next to the bar, right next to the bar, a bar right in the city, okay, these are not 18-year-old and 19-year-old boys. These are big men who are still in the stupor, men who are still who still haven't grown to a certain level of maturity concerning how the world really works and how their life is supposed to be more creative and be more productive. Especially as you get older, you're supposed to get wiser. So my brother, my sisters, it's very important for you to lift your value and for you to create status in this life as a man. Okay, because for women, it's very much more easier. Everything is basically handed to them. Even just their beauty alone can give them so many different things in this world. But you as a man, become more responsible. Okay, and walk yourself way up the pyramid, way up the ladder. Stop being at the bottom. The bottom is too crowded. And how are you going to do that? you're going to become more responsible for your thoughts and your actions, which means you become more responsible and be more in charge of your emotions. Be more in charge of your feeling. How do you feel about yourself? How do you see yourself? What kind of esteem do you have? Do you have high esteem? Do you have low esteem? And I'm telling you, you cannot have high esteem making minimum wages or hardly making ends meet. I'm being real because I've been there. So my brother, my sister, I'm saying to you, work on yourself. Vibrate higher. The games have its place. But you don't have to be the one to give it all of your energy, wasting time. Make use of your time. Use your time more wisely. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I can go on and on and on. Okay, but you get the message I'm trying to get across to you. Be more responsible. Okay? You've been given a gift, you've been given a talent, you've been given a different fingerprint than anyone else on this planet. And until you find that purpose, you'll never be happy in this life. Do not be the fruitless fig tree. Do not be the one who had one talent and hide the talent. Be like the one who have 5 and the one who have 2 and went out and multiply and bring in much more. Make your life much more useful on this planet. You don't want to die with regrets. You don't want to leave here with an unfinished work. You want to finish the work. Okay, so my brothers, my sisters, let me come to a close. And let me say, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you and it really resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video. Also, if you'd like to have one-on-one with me, you can reach out to me by way of email, and I'll share with you the terms and the conditions, and once they fit you, we can definitely work together and have a good time together if you're willing to invest in yourself. And if you can't reach that place for now, I have a $20 course that is available to you on my Patreon. It's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously, and along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. So if that's what you can afford, I'll definitely encourage you, if you feel strongly led, to get that course by becoming a patron, okay, on my Patreon. Okay, so you're most welcome to do so. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, or you'd like to follow me on TikTok or on rumble.com, you can follow me at BlackMadGuru. And before I leave you, I just want to remind you that if you feel strongly led to support this work, I just want to remind you that we have a PayPal and that the link is always down below. So with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.